Hello Taurus, welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today I will be doing a money reading for you in career, possibly. Remember that this is a general reading. It is not a personal read. Take what's for you, leave the rest, but stick around long enough to know the difference. Also, it is timeless. Take the energy from when you see the read to a few weeks out. We are going to pull a Wisdom of the Oracle for you guys to get you started, see where you are at, where your mind's at with the money. I feel like something surprising is going to happen. May not come as a surprise to some of you because you're used to this happening. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, what does Taurus need to know at this time regarding their money? We have Thinker. Thinker. All right. Possibly overthinking some things or not thinking enough about certain things. Maybe being distracted by other things in your life that you're not thinking maybe about some future event, worrying about the future, but not putting the money aside in case something comes up that you need it for, possibly. Also, you know, it's crazy because sometimes it'll go from one extreme to the other, and with you I'm feeling it's either you're thinking so much about something going wrong that you're saving all this money up and you're not spending it. Some of you might have some money in the bank that you're trying to hold on to in case, you know, for a rainy day or for but there's things that you need or want, and in the meantime, it makes you feel like you're not getting it out of the effort you're putting in for work or for whatever it is that you're doing, because you don't spend anything on yourself. You feel guilty. It seems like you feel guilty. Somebody feels guilty. You want to buy some kind of jacket. I feel like it's red. You may come upon this jacket while you're out shopping or while you're looking for something else, for somebody else maybe. You want to you would really like it. It might be on a clearance rack. It feels like it's not even that expensive, but it's a name brand, and it's on sale, and you would really like to get this, but you look at it, you might even put it in your cart, but by the end of the trip you put it back, right? Don't put it back. I feel like saying get that coat. Get it. Get the jacket. There's a reason why it caught your eye, okay? Spirit wants you to have it. All right. We are going to read from the book. This is the number 44. It is a master number. So you could look that up. I'm not going to get into that here, but there are messages for you guys. Thinker, essential meaning, strategy, being analytical and logical. The Oracle's message, the ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, for in this moment there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple and you will win the game of life you're playing right now. Your prosperity message. Calculated action is called for now. It's important to sit down and plan a strategy. Focus on the steps you're going to take to claim your prosperous life. Lists are your friend now. So get out your journal. Write down what you're going to do today to signal to the universe that you're serious about attracting abundance. Your plans and strategies will yield wonderful results. Remember your most effective strategies. Remember your most effective strategic partner is Spirit. You will win this game, and your triumph will be for the highest good of all. Definitely stick to whatever goals you have set for yourself. If not goal, yeah, I have to say goals. I feel like setting in place some things that, you know, you're this could be part of that though. This not willing to spend this money on this jacket or whatever it is. It feels like it's red. I feel like a jacket, almost bubbly, like a shiny texture. I'm not sure. Be awful flashy if it was, but it seems like, you know, that's one of my colors, you know. But I feel like do things good for yourself as well along the way. You can have your agendas. You can have your schedules as to when you know, I can spend this now and that now. You can have some money saved, but if there's something that you really would like and you don't I do this all the time, this second guessing whether I should buy something, putting things back. I could have three or four things in a cart and I'm like, oh, I really want this. Oh, this is really nice. This is a good price. I've been looking, I've been wanting something like this, right? And then I put it back before I ever cash out. And I feel like someone is doing this to themselves. You work very hard for where you are, and you need to, you got to spend something on yourself sometime, regardless of what your agenda is or whatever it is you're trying to save or whatever. I mean, don't go out and spend all of it, but, you know, or overspend beyond your means. But it feels like if you work hard for your money, if you work hard to keep things in line and keep things paid, make sure you take the time out to splurge on yourself once in a while. Okay, Taurus, let's get into the body of your read here. We have the Hanged Man. Being stuck, kind of stuck in I feel like a plateau kind of thing. It seems like as soon as you get a little money saved, you're having to put it towards something. Something comes up though. It's extra stuff. This may be what your fear of not spending on yourself. It comes from like, what if something comes up? Something always comes up, right? But I feel like being kind of stuck there, like not getting ahead. You have the Fool. You may have to go out on a limb with whatever it is you're trying to do. If you have a business or if you are wanting to make more money, kind of feeling like you're actually, for some of you, I feel like you're at a job that you just feel like you're not going to prosper there. There may not be advancement opportunities where you are, and it feeling kind of stuck and wanting to get out and doing something new, something but you maybe being a little afraid of the new too, you know. I'm like that way when it comes to new things or starting new things, right? New jobs. And you have the Empress flew out onto the floor. You're very, you're wanting something more than what you got. You have the ability to create something more than what you got. And I feel like this could be with this thinker really setting your mind to wanting to make some changes financially. Maybe with a job, getting a different job, spending in a different way, deciding to buy those things that you want, as well here. I do feel like a surprise, possibly a surprise bill coming up here for some of you. So be mindful of that, though. You have the Queen of Pentacles. I almost said damn for some reason. Damn focused you are. The Queen of Pentacles here. Very focused and looking forward. This might be with this thinker as well. Really got your mind set on your money, where it's going, how you're doing what you're doing. Someone may be trying to save up for a big purchase possibly. Intent that you're going to get it. You have the Five of Wands here in the reverse. I feel like there's a choice here. You either spend, I feel like someone gets some money, a lump of money. This could be a money that you get every month, you know what I'm saying? Or your every week, your paycheck, whatever, however you get paid. And really focusing on wanting to get something with it or do something specific with it. I do kind of feel like, something coming into the picture that you're not aware of is going to happen, or you're going to need maybe a repair of some sort. I do feel like, you know, someone is afraid of that. You don't want to spend the money on what it is that you really want because you're afraid of that happening. That might be what I'm feeling here. It's not so much that something is going to come up, but that you have this fear that, you know, something always happens, right? I always feel that way too. I mean, I can't even, you know, something always seems to arise right when you get a nice lump of money, right when your paycheck comes, you think you got shit sorted out and you're going to spend this way or that, and you forgot about a bill or something comes up and the next bill is going to be bigger than you thought, so now you got to start saving back a little each week until you get to that point. But I feel like some of you have been struggling with this Five of Wands in your mind, like, you know what, if I spend this, this is going to happen. You think that for sure it's going to happen, but see, sometimes we're bringing that stuff in. When you think negative, you know, negative begets negative, and if you think that something is going to happen and you truly in your heart are like, you know what, something's going to happen, I can't do this, it does. It may be, and it sucks to think that way, but maybe we're bringing it upon ourselves a little bit here because we're feeling it. Are you feeling it ahead of time? Are you knowing that this is really going to come in and happen, or are you manifesting this in? Because we can manifest whatever we want into our lives, right? A lot of us don't believe in that, or believe that, even though you may believe that that stuff can happen, right? You believe in that energy, certain energy can bring in certain energy, but to keep your mind in that, you know, in on the positive and believe it in your heart is another story. All right. Anything else for Taurus here? For some of you with this Empress sitting here, I want to say the surprise may be a pregnancy that causes you to focus on some things, right? Okay, that's it. We have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck, overshadowing the read. The Hierophant can be about higher learning, could be about marriage as well, but I feel like maybe wanting to go to school, not sure that you can afford to go to school and still work, or that you will be able to do that. That could be with this thinker as well. You might be like, you know, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to keep my mind right for that length of a time and work full time as well? It feels like you can. I feel like you have it in you to do it. It's going to be, don't let doubts come in here and keep you from living your dreams and being or doing what you want. Let's have some clarity here for Taurus. We have justice, balance happening here. You guys always get justice. It seems like you get justice all the time. And that's Libran energy. And this could have to do with a Libra. This could have to do, maybe you have that in your chart as well. But I feel like this is a balance. I'm going to put this right here. I feel like striking a balance between the things that you want and the things that you need. I know it's hard. We only have so much funds, right? Some of us most of us are living paycheck to paycheck, right? We're barely making it by. But I feel like there's some kind of a balance coming in here. You can create this balance if you don't have it now. I do feel like some of you are ready to move on to a new job. You have the Eight of Cups. I just said moving on to a new job, and the Eight of Cups comes in here. That's walking away from things that no longer serve you. I'm going to put this right here because this feels like you're in a stagnant place where you're not making enough money, or you're not happy where you are, and you want to. I feel like a lot of this has to do, it's not so much happy or unhappy. You want to make the money, and in order to do that, you're going to have to go apply somewhere else. Don't leave a job before you get another one, though, I say, because you don't want to end up back farther and then have to dig yourself out of a hole. Even if you find more money, it's all in good, it's great, but you don't want to have to dig yourself out of a bigger hole, right? But I feel like this is definitely some of you deciding to quit. You got that in your mind right now, thinking about quitting your job. Maybe quitting your job to go to school full-time here as well. Could be on your mind. Wanting to change careers altogether. Not being happy where you are. Feeling like you're out of sorts. Needing to bring this balance in. Creating a different life, a new life here. Might be your focus. We have Judgment. Someone is afraid of someone judging them for what they're spending, or for a decision to make a big change here. Fighting against the masses. Don't Don't hold yourself back because you're of fear of what people will think of you. Screw what people think of you, right? Um, Obviously, if you're doing something crazy, but if you're trying to get by the way you know how, if you don't think that you can work full time and go to school, I think someone is thinking about applying for school, quitting their job and applying for school. But I want to say, uh, going from one phase feeling stagnant into and completely changing up, you can start changing or studying or whatever for a new career at the same time you're working. Just don't do, if you want, go part-time. I feel like telling somebody go part-time and see how that works out for you. Someone is thinking about quitting altogether and just seeing where it goes. But you're going to have to wait on those school checks. You don't get a school check right away. You only get like 2 of them during the whole time. You know, each semester. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Someone just said, I don't not think about school. What are you talking about? And then here comes the Queen of Wands in the reverse here. Not wanting to learn. You're not in the frame of mind. Somebody here isn't in the frame of mind like you. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to do that. I just want a good job. Okay? This is for you. This tried to flip. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. This could be what hurt you in the past. Somebody, whoever said that, probably quit high school. I'm not saying I didn't finish. I'm, you know, a lot of people I know didn't finish, and we struggled all our lives. We struggled with it. Maybe if we'd have finished school, things would be a little different. It wouldn't take us till we're 50 to figure things out, right? But I'm not saying that that is for sure the case all the time, but I feel like someone gave up, and you gave up on yourself at one point. You didn't think it was that. You thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna quit school and I'm gonna go get this job, and which is the same thing. You know, it's not kind of what I did. I was a teenager and I went to work. I went right to work. I was a worker, right? But you don't want to just be a worker bee. You want to be the queen bee. You want to educate yourself enough to be able to run a company, not just be the foot soldiers underneath, right? Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles. Holding on to an attitude that you may be doing it right now because of what I'm saying. Holding on, I feel like holding on to this thinking that you are doing what you want to do, which do what you want to do, okay? Regardless of whether, but if the outcome you're getting isn't what the life you want, then maybe just doing what you want to do isn't the way you need to go, okay? I'm just saying. If you haven't gotten anywhere with that thus far, what makes you think you're going to get anywhere with it, ever? Oh, goodness, I keep on tossing them. And it is the Queen of Pentacles. Needing to focus. This is talking of whoever may be holding on to this way of thinking that, you know, I want to be happy in what I'm doing, but what if the happy life you want takes, you know, money, takes, maybe you want a wealthy life. But you need to educate yourself a little bit here, move into a direction of wanting to learn something in order to you want to go from the Queen of Wands in the reverse here to the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. You want to be prosperous. You want to be, this calls for, I feel like, letting go of some of that, the way you used to think about education, I feel, and thinking about the things that you really want in life, right? And you have the Queen of Pentacles here twice. You can be successful. You can be successful. You got to focus, though. I feel like you really need to focus on what it is that you want out of life. And if you're not getting what you want right now because of the things that you have, the ways that you have gone, or your belief system and the way you're thinking. Not belief system as in like religion. I'm talking believing that you don't need certain things to live a certain life. Some people don't, but most of us have to work hard to get to where some people get handed. You have the devil here, tempted to stay in that same frame of mind. Also, this could talk of addictions with this devil. It's funny because I just, for a hint of a second, thought about somebody having trouble with addictions of some sort. And I didn't say it. I should have said it. But I feel like this may, once you getting focused, don't be tempted to go back into spending. It could be a spending addiction. It could be not being able to control yourself with your paychecks. It could be not being able to control yourself to buying something for yourself instead of paying a bill, right? It's the extreme of every level, right? Earlier, I was feeling like somebody that doesn't want to spend on their self, and you need to go buy that jacket for yourself, right? But there is these other there. You're not the one I was talking to at that point. Coming in here and you want to just spend your money instead of spending on the bills. Now next month you can't afford the double bill that you're going to have, right? I feel like somebody's going through that, and you got to avoid these temptations. And if you drink heavily, or you're doing drugs, or you're spending and can't control yourself, you need to curb that in. Talk to people that are going through the same things here. I do feel like you need to, right when you're trying to get focused on doing some things, you're going to be tempted to, once you get in a frame of mind that I'm going to go and take some courses, or I'm going to go and apply for this job, whatever, and then you get this little devil on your shoulder like, oh, you can't do that. That's not going to do anything for you. You'll never succeed. Someone, I feel like, has that little voice on their shoulder telling them, not to apply for a certain job because that's too good for you, type of thing. I feel like that is holding you back. I feel like this little voice that you think is the voice of reason is this little devil voice here. All right. Stop listening to it. It's that piece of yourself that keeps you from getting things done. All right. Finishing school, say. All right. Let's pull some message cards at this time for Taurus. What else do they need to know at this time? What else can you tell them? Okay. All right. We have Tree of Life, true wisdom in making good choices in life. When I see a Tree of Life, and it jumped out over here, when I see a Tree of Life, I feel like family having something to do with us. This may be someone that in the past you ended up getting pregnant, or getting someone pregnant, and this changed things for you, right? It made these changes and you went off in a different direction. And I also feel like working with family on a common goal could be a family business that may be good for you. We have Mystic Star, harmony in the home and great friendships. I feel like this one popped out over here. Maybe asking friends or family about opportunities that may come up. I feel like you don't get along with family, some of you. There's people that, and you got Tree of Life, and then you've got harmony in the home and great friendships. I feel like someone needs to forgive in a situation, and it feels like family member or someone who feels like family to you. It doesn't have to be blood. Whoever is in your soul tribe here, there was at one point. I feel like there was a disruption of some sort, and this may have been making things worse, right? Someone may have trouble and need somewhere to go. I feel like losing your place to stay here, or feeling like you are. It seems like a falling out of some sort, and you can't turn to family for help at this. You feel like you can't turn to family for help because you want to live a certain way, and you can't do that there. Okay, I'm kind of feeling like that as well. I don't know why. It kind of veers off from what I was thinking of, but all right, we're gonna. I'm drawing this out too much here. Let's pull some Queen of the Moon Oracle. I'm not going to read from the book on this. I'm just going to tell you how it makes me feel about your situations. What does Taurus need to know before I close the read? What else do they need to know about this energy going on here? Trust. You have trust. I feel like trust in spirit, trust in yourself that you have what it takes to get where you want to be. Trust that if you have had a falling out with family, and trust that you can fix it, and I feel like building trust with them again. It feels here, needing to build trust with people that you may have wronged in the past, took advantage of in the past, felt like you knew what was right, and now you're finding out that you were wrong, and finding balance. This may have to do with, I'm looking at this Empress, it may have to do with somebody's mother when it comes to the family. Okay? All right. Let me step away from that. That's a whole nother read. All right, Taurus, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe, join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. I'll see you next video.